Okay, number one coming up. 61, 2, 3, 4. One 21, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 2. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the fun one. So moving only one finger at a time. Take your time with it. No need for a metronome. You can once you get comfortable with it, but no need for right now. Just a few good takes with this every day is a good amount. So, start off with all those 4 fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just move your first finger, middle, third, fourth, all the way down. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that pinky and everything else up on the tips so you don't mute the next note. Whew. So yeah, it's a tough one. Definitely a tough one. Oh, right. Demoing the chord thing. I just now remembered. Let's pull that up. Chord theory. Number of progressions. There we go. All right. And let's get a drum track. So I just used the one from I used yesterday. It's 120 beats per minute. You can use any drum track you'd like. Just make it more fun to play this stuff with the distortion, I think. So, the idea is use the same progressions and repeat those as many times as you want, really. Just get comfortable with that before you decide to resolve it. Strum it different ways. You can try it in different positions. So Remember, you're just plugging in the power chord to whatever the root note is for these. So C major, you have a C5 chord. You have A minor, you'd have an A5 chord. E minor, you use an E5. G major, you use a G5. So you can look at it as your basic chords, like the C chord. There's your root note, C, and then your A minor. Well, it's already got an A5 in it. Your E minor, it's got an E5 in that as well. And then your G major, plug that G5 in right there. Just play it that way. Anywhere to the C, you can play that there. A, E, G. So yeah, you can start experimenting that way, just playing the power chords in different places. Just wherever you see have a C note, you can plug in the power chord. Wherever you have the A note, you can plug in that power chord. So let's talk about this one again. That's the more complicated one. So there was a few options with the chord number 7. So this is going to go for all 3 keys. So key of C, you'd have that B diminished happening there. So those 2 notes right there in the bottom of that diminished chord, that's one of the options you have for playing a power chord in key for the 7th position there. So 6th chord is A minor, so you can play an A5 instead. 7th chord B diminished, you can play a diminished 5th instead. And then chord number 1, C major, you can play a C chord or a C5 chord. And then 2 is the D minor, just play D5 instead. So let's go through that using the diminished 5th option. 2, 3, 4. Option for this guy, power chord wise, you can play an augmented 5th instead. So that would, instead of doing the diminished 5th, we take a regular power chord and sharp the 5. So let's try that one now. Whoops, wrong chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could just do a regular power chord too. That will also work just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So when you get to that last progression there for all 3 keys, try all 3 options for that diminished chord spot. See what you like best. All right. Any questions? Let me know. I will see you again next week.